We're with Dixie State head coach Scott Brumfield. Coach, day one, morning session, evening session. Wrap up day one for us, if you will.
You know, it's fun. It's finally to get back into football. A lot of things, you know, busy time for the last couple of days with kids getting their physicals, going through all the compliance, the scheduling of their classes, and it's fun just to get back out here. We woke up early this morning, did a conditioning test. We're working pretty hard this morning, come back out for our first practice, and it was good tempo, especially with a lot of new faces, many new faces we have, just kind of learning the systems, how we want them to practice, the tempo we want, what we expect out of them. So for the most part, I was very pleased with the first day.
You mentioned the new faces being so early in this practice period. How was the transition of having those new guys in camp?
It was good. You know, we had an outstanding recruiting class. We're very excited who we have with our new kids, and they came out and didn't seem like new guys. You know, they stepped in, they followed the older guys and did what we want to do. So overall, I was pretty pleased.
What specifically were you looking for, say, from your quarterbacks today, day one?
You know, we have two returners, Cody and Spencer, and Kyle Crandall. You know, you watch the young guys. You know, they've worked extremely hard in the off season. You know, Cody's put on some weight and really worked hard in the off season. And just looking for that mesh with the receivers. You know, they've obviously worked on their own a lot this summer where we can't be with them, and so for the first day they were very sharp actually. You know, compared to what we've had in the past.
Anything else that you noted from your offensive side of football? Did you see a limited number of drops or anything like that?
You know, we always, that first day of practice, you're going to have a few drops, but for, like I said, the most part, it ran real smooth. You know, the guys were catching the ball, they were hustling. That's the biggest thing, I think, was the tempo. You know, a lot of times, especially with the new faces, they're kind of walking around trying to find a way to fit in, especially with the tempo part of it, but they did real well and adjusted real well.
I know it's early, but as far as your running backs, what's the depth chart going into day two look like?
You know, Jesse Anson's a returner, but we also have Alyssa Kamuela, who was back off a knee injury, and he looks good. He's worked hard in the offseason, really worked hard to get his knee back to where it was when he got it hurt last spring, or a year ago last spring. So we're excited to have him back, and you know, those two are going to be our definite leaders. We have Trevor Nicotera, who started last year at fullback. So, you know, our backfield is definitely an area on offense where we return some veterans, and we look for a lot of leadership out of the running back position as well.
On the defensive side of the ball, a lot of big stars that you had to fill in. Are you looking for the stars, or are you looking for like a more team core concept on defense?
You know, I think Coach Wilson, his approach is obviously a team style defense. You know, everybody contributes, everybody's hustling the ball, there's no stars, everybody does their job, and it's very assignment oriented defense. And so, you know, we have a lot of returners, a lot of new faces on defense. Well, Christian Case had a tremendous spring for us. Look for him to fill in that leadership role, especially in the front seven. You know, we have Cash Morgan, who transferred from Utah State, that was here in the spring, that really steps up, and you know, we look for him to kind of be the captain of the secondary. So we've got good leadership, good. You know, we're a little bit bigger on the defensive line this year than we have been, so that's exciting. So I think it's meshing very well.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.